Welcome. We are so excited to have you for our very first Juneteenth broadcast. And we are here to talk to you about the exciting things that are going to be going on this coming June 17th through the 19th. And I have some really special guests on today that's going to talk to you about one of the different things that are going on. But we have several things that are going to be going on, and I'm just going to give you a quick little view of some of the really cool stuff that is going to be happening during Juneteenth. So hold on to your hats because there's going to be tons of stuff going on, and I'll get a chance to share a little bit with you, and then they're going to come in and talk about some really cool stuff about health and wellness, and that's one of the things that will be going on this June 17th through the 19th. So hold on to your hats. So we're going to have some really, really cool performers coming up. These are just a few that will be a part of our Juneteenth celebration. So I'm just going to go ahead and post a few of these guys, and just want you guys to just tune in. You're going to have a lot of fun. Come out. We have this really cool thing that's going to be happening for teens and youth at the Boys and Girls Club, so definitely stop by. We're going to be doing some really, really exciting things. I think this one right here, doing some really exciting things. Foothills Mall, Fort Collins Foothills Mall is going to be just blow up with Juneteenth activities on the 18th. Definitely come out and hang out. Vendors, we are celebrating our Black-owned vendors during that time, so you definitely want to be a part of that. And if you are a Black-owned business, definitely go to the website. You can actually sign up your Black-owned business and be a part of our vendor list. And we want to celebrate all of our contributors, our sponsors. So these are some of the sponsors and contributors. Definitely want to thank them and just celebrate these people. So So without further delay, I am going to bring up these fantastic, amazing people. So the first person I'm going to bring up is Miss Elinor. Hello, Elinor. How are you today?
Hey, Louise.
And then Mr. Duan. These guys are both pretty amazing. So I'm going to bring them up, and they're going to talk to you about what?
Wellness committee activities.
Right. They're going to be talking to you about our wellness committee activities. And so I am going to go ahead and scoot out and let these guys have the floor.
Mm-hmm. Elinor, so what's going on? So I guess we ready for this Juneteenth thing here, huh?
Oh, yes. We've been working really hard to put together just wonderful, amazing activities for the community, family-friendly activities. So I'm really excited to see it all come together. Primarily for our committee, the Wellness Committee, our activities are going to be on Saturday, starting off with a wonderful, informative bike workshop. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm hoping that we get a lot of families come out and take part in it and just be part of our Fort Collins bike community and bike presence on our local bike paths.
Mm-hmm. I love it. And, you know, I'm a biker and I like to bike in this town. And there's so many paths. There's so many ways to get around. And once you kind of get into that bike community here, you'll see there's some really awesome people in that community. And even if you don't want to get part of that community, it's going to be nice that we as a Juneteenth celebration and all the folks who are going to be there, we can jump on bikes and we can go spend some time on the trail. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. So can we talk about how we're going to make it accessible to participants?
Yeah, it's so first we're starting off with that bike workshop. So the first way we're going to create access is by giving people a chance to fix bikes that they have that may not be rideable. So hopefully if you have a bike and you need just some easy things to get fixed, come on out between 7 and 8, and then we can get your bike fixed. And once we do that, we also have Spin that's going to be coming out to drop off some bikes. So folks who don't have a bike but want to have access, you can rent a bike right there on the spot. And then there's a youth organization, and let me see if I can remember the name of this
Is
place.
it Safe Rides?
I think it's Safe Ride.
Right.
Who's going to be providing bikes for kids, so kids have access to bikes as well. So make sure you hit the Juneteenth website, sign up for that bike race, so we know what to expect for you. So now that'll be some good stuff that we got going there. But I know you are a runner, and I know there's something coming up on Sunday of Juneteenth that you might like to join in on.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I have a bike, but I don't ride it. Because every time I leave my house, I'm running. So I start out with the intention, okay, today I'm going to ride my bike. And then I'm down the block and I realize I'm running. And that's because running is my passion. I ran in undergrad and I've run several half marathons here in Fort Collins, and the running community is just awesome. It's the best, so welcoming. I feel like I'm part of a family. And so on Father's Day, we're going to be a presence out at the Father's Day 5K. We partnered with the Fort Collins Running Club and Green Events, and they're giving us a discount for everyone who registers for the 5K through our Juneteenth website. So there's a discount code that we're going to have on our webpage, and when you click on that link, you can sign up and register. So I want to repeat that because registration is important so that you get your bib number, you get your t-shirt. So make sure to click that link, register for the 5K. You can also register the day of the race, but you'll have to show up early in the morning to get a bike packet and get your racing, your bib number and everything so that you can run. But it's going to be a great event. And you can also walk. So, run, walk, run it, walk it, run, walk it, whatever is comfortable for you. Have a team with your dad, or have a team with your son or your daughter, or two dads, or whatever flavor works for you. But we are really encouraging. Once again, I'm a big proponent of having a presence out there in the Fort Collins community. Yes. And I really love to see my brothers and sisters out there on the trail. We fist bump as we go by. That's my thing, because I just want to celebrate the movement. And just the embracing our physical body, and just be grateful that we have the ability to move, and we can be out there when some people can't. So I really encourage you guys to come out. It's a 5K, not very long, and I think that you'll have a lot of fun.
Fun is the word. Yes, love it. You said run walking. Have you ever seen a race walk? A race walk race?
I have seen a race walk race. Yes, it's interesting.
It is definitely interesting, and apparently they have a lot of hip injuries. So that
I can attest to that. So a few years ago, I did they used to have a 60-mile walk for breast cancer awareness. And I signed up, and the walk started in Fort Collins, and we ended up in Boulder at the stadium. And as I was walking, I decided to try out the race walk style, never having trained it. And I ended that Sunday with a hip injury.
Wow.
Yes, because I didn't know the technique very well. I was just thinking about what I've seen them do. And yeah, I did hurt myself. Yeah.
Wow. I see we got some people in the chat here saying that they gonna ride right on, that you gonna ride. And whoever that is, thank you. We are so excited to have this celebration up north. And just so we all know, we're not in competition with the Denver Juneteenth. So we've talked to the folks in Denver that are doing their Juneteenth. We were hoping to try to connect with them to make something happen between the two. But those folks are good friends of ours that run it in Denver too. So big props to Norm Harris and his crew, who've been doing a great job with Juneteenth in Denver. But we got to have something up north here, because we can't just go down to Denver and just be hanging out there all day. So we had to make sure there's a celebration here.
And we also want to recognize the Juneteenth celebration in Loveland also. So we're also this is a collaborative event. There's no competition. It's just wherever you can get to. Of course, we would love to have you show up and have a presence, because we have just an amazing lineup, not just of wellness activities, but as Louise mentioned earlier, entertainment, art. We want to showcase the talent that is our birthright and is innate in us as human beings. So we so look forward to seeing everybody.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. Oh, were you going to say something, Duane?
Yeah, but I like questions too. So go ahead.
Oh, no. Go ahead and share.
I was going to say, so we also, on that note, we got two other things happening at Juneteenth. So, and I'm actually part of this because there's a Black yoga crew that I'm a part of. And it's one of the most phenomenal groups of people that I'm a part of. Next to this Juneteenth committee, because it's pretty phenomenal too. So, and we're going to do from 10 to 11, we're going to do a nice little yoga flow with some, we're going to demonstrate some things, and we are going to just show up and allow people to participate in a nice flow. I'm hesitating on the words because I don't want to give it away, right? Okay. But it's going to be pretty cool. And then after that at 11:15, Tia Thompson, she's going to do some Afro beats. And from what I hear, she rocks the house. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a good time too. So after a bike ride, if you choose not to get up and do that, there's some other opportunities for you to move. So.
Absolutely. So, as Duane said, if you can't make it out because you have commitments early in the morning Saturday, come out for the yoga flow. We're all about movement. Celebrating our human bodies and moving them. And the Afro beats with Tia, but then after that, Duane, what happens?
Oh, then Saturday. If you want to play some volleyball from, I believe it is 2 to 4 p.m., you can go into the rec center that's right there at the mall, which some people don't even know about, and you can go play some open gym volleyball. So I'm pretty decent at volleyball. I'm vertically challenged, but I can play some volleyball. And then those of you who want to play basketball from 4 to 6, we're going to have basketball, open gym for basketball going on too. So we got those. And then the following day, we got a 3-on-3 basketball tournament happening. So all y'all that think that y'all got some hoop skills, come on out, get you a team of 3, maybe even 4 in case you need a sub. And then let's get on the court and get to this tournament. We're going to have 16 teams. It's going to be outdoors on the hardwood, just like we in New York in Rucker Park or something. And it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would add to what Duane just said and just let you know that on Saturday, the activities are taking place at the Foothills Mall. The Foothills Mall has been a wonderful partner with us and sponsor. We're so grateful to them and thank you. And on Sunday, after the 5K will start off at the mall. And after it's ended, those 3-on-3 basketball games that Duane mentioned would be at Rollingmore Park. So we head on over to Rollingmore Park, and we're going to be taking advantage of that wonderful outdoor space that the city of Fort Collins has made available to us. And we're going to continue celebrating fathers and celebrating Juneteenth.
So I just had a little question for you guys, because I know Juneteenth is about celebrating freedom, things like that. But what made you, because a lot of times you go to these events and they're fun and they're full of activities. What made you bring in the health and wellness aspect to it? What was the importance of bringing that in?
Well, I'll say for me, why wellness? Because physical activity and movement, I think, has been a part of the Black and African American culture, and even the African culture, right? And so that's one aspect. But then the other aspect is to encourage physical wellness and movement among our community, because we deserve it. And we deserve longevity. We deserve health. We deserve to have a presence, as I've said before, in our Fort Collins community. We are here and we just want to demonstrate that it is a welcoming, space, a community for us all to share and be a part of. So that's my why for wellness, why I put my hand up and said, get me on that committee, because I love it. I love it. It really makes me shine and express myself when I'm being physically active. And Fort Collins is a wonderful community for movement and physical activity. So I'll turn it over to Duan so he can say his piece.
Oh yeah, I vibe with that, Elinor. I vibe with that a lot. Shout out to you, New York. I see you in the house. I see you. And for me, I think, building off of what Elinor said, the idea of what movement means to us as Black people, what movements mean in the form of celebration, what movement means as a way of continued health and wellness, right? When I think of what Juneteenth means, Juneteenth doesn't just mean freedom from slavery. It means freeing your mind, freeing your body, freeing you up for the possibilities of what's out there in life, right? So an absence of slavery, we have a number of things that are available to us. We just have to move to go get them, right? Whether that's moving your hand on a paintbrush, I see you, Louise, shout out, good work. Or it's moving your feet, running, Elinor, biking, yoga, whatever the case may be. There's great possibilities when we move with our bodies. And I think any celebration for me should include movement, always.
So, other question. With this whole Juneteenth celebration, and I know this is like looking at it, 3 days, blowout. What made you, instead of just doing the 1 day, why 3 days?
You ain't got enough time in 1 day.
Right. There's just so much to offer, and we really want to make this a memorable first annual event for the community. So as Duan said, 1 day is not enough. I mean, we could have gone on probably for 4 days, right? Because we had so much that we had to offer, but we restricted it to just that 3 day weekend, 3 days of the weekend activities. But yeah, it's going to be, amazing 3 days, and from 6 p.m. on Friday to 6 p.m. on Sunday, full of activities. And we hope that folks are able to make it out to as many as they can. Yeah.
So why is Juneteenth and celebrating Juneteenth so important to you?
Go ahead, Dre.
No, go ahead. For me, it's more about, it's about celebrating with other Black folks. It's about being part of a planning committee of Black folks in a predominantly white town that has given me confidence and make me feel good about living here, and that my culture is going to be here too. So now I want to take the role as, we get to the point where we are the people. We are the community leaders. We are the activists. We are the planners. We are the folks who are creating and making the change. So I got to be a part of it, because it's my role, part of my role and responsibility, being a member of this community, to make sure that our Black culture is here.
Yeah, and I really resonate with that, Duan. I will be honest and say I didn't know much about Juneteenth, and I'm still learning. So I'm going to be going to some of those educational events that are also going to be offered over the weekend. I am from the Caribbean, so I don't have much of the cultural and the ancestral background that African Americans have here. So I have just been, once I moved to Fort Collins, I got right into the physical side of things and running. But when I got the opportunity to be part of this committee, I said yes, because I want to be part of this community also. And I want to show our other Black Fort Collins residents that there is a place for us here in this community, as Duan said, that we can be out there, and we are part of it. We're not just, one person in a grocery store or one person downtown. We are here, and I wanted to be part of making that known and bringing us all together in celebration of, what I consider every human being's sovereignty. Mm-hmm. And, and just continue to show just how far we've come and how much talent and we have in our community, our Black community.
Mm-hmm. So within doing the Juneteenth, what type of deposit are you looking to make? And what I mean by is what is it that you want the Fort Collins community to take away from this event?
I would like them to, the community as a whole, to see that we, the Black community, we're part of Fort Collins. We're not just this, subsection. We are part of it, and we're all unified, and everyone is welcome. There's no separation among us, and that, when they leave after that weekend, I want our Black members to know that they are welcomed in these spaces. Roland Moore Park, the bike path, the bike trail, races. I mean, I've run so many races here, and I just love, as I say, when I see a fellow Black person, I'm like, yes, we're out there, we're doing it. So those are the things I want to take away. Don't be shy, show up. You're going to be welcome, and Fort Collins has been for me a wonderful town. So I just want to see more of us out there and to just spread the joy.
Mm-hmm. And I guess for me, the deposit I want to make is, I want to end divisive practices. So Juneteenth becomes a way for us to end division through understanding. Right? So the more we understand about each other's cultures, the more we are able to break down walls and barriers, and the more we're able to not operate in ignorance, but operate in knowledge and empathy and respect. And so Juneteenth becomes one of those times for me. That's what I'm hoping to do, is to show people, hey, this is our Black culture. This is something for us to celebrate. And if you're white and this is not a time for you to start getting in your feelings about slavery and all that. It's a time for you to learn something about the celebration that another culture has from what was done. So learn, and let's be a community, because all of us, like you said, Elinor, we're all here and we're all a part of it. And this is one expression of it.
Yes, I love that, Duan. Very well said.
Yes, that is. So before we end, we can open it up to questions. So if anybody's out there and they have questions, would like to ask you guys some questions about Juneteenth, and while we're waiting for those to happen, share a little bit from both of you guys about, and encourage people to come out to Juneteenth and why they should come out to Juneteenth and be a part.
Go, Duan, you're spotlighted.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to say it like this. It's going to be a nice weekend in the middle of June. There's no holidays that weekend except for Father's Day, which is a great one. So come out and learn something new. Eat some new food. Support community. And let's just have a good time together. There's so many different activities, so many different things to do. If nothing else, come out because you want to see the eclectic number of events and activities that we have. So it's here for you. And the folks that have planned it are really cool and want to do nothing else but celebrate with you. I see a question. Ooh, you want to answer that one?
Well, for you know what I'm going to say. So what event Elinor, I'm looking the most forward to would have to be the 5K run. Father's Day 5K, man. I love to run. And I think it's going to be great to just see dads out there running with their kids. And as Duane said, this is happening over Father's Day, and we've had on Mother's Day, and it's all been great. But I love how this coincided with Father's Day, so that we are able to celebrate dads. And so on that Sunday, we have the 5K run, and then in the afternoon, we're going to have a Father's Day celebration. We're going to be doing activities around Father's Day in addition to the 3-on-3 basketball. So yeah, the 5K, that's my jam. What about you, Duane?
You know, I'm actually going to go with that 3-on-3 basketball. This is going to be outdoors. The courts, some of the courts have color on them, so it's going to have this real street ball kind of feel to it. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Hoopers get after it on the hoop court.
I'm actually looking forward to that too. I don't know about 3-on-3 basketball. I only see glimpses on the news of basketball games, but I wanted to see what this is going to be like and get in on the fun. So I'll be in the audience watching and cheering people on.
It's going to be fun. Oh, and there's also sand volleyball too. So there's going to be some sand volleyball at the park on Sunday. And so I like playing sand volleyball, so I'll probably jump in that too. But on my one event, I heard you say only one would be 3-on-3. You got this, you run it.
Yep. And I will just answer your question. Why come out? It's going to be a great time. We've spent, the committee members, we really put our heart and our soul into planning an amazing weekend for everybody. We have collaborated with a lot of organizations in Fort Collins to make this a community event so that everyone can feel a part of it. And we would love to have as many people come out and just benefit from that. And as Duane said, it's going to be a great weekend. Leave your gardening for a while or whatever and just come on out and just celebrate African-American culture, have some great entertainment, sit around. I know we've all been waiting so long to get together after the past couple of years we've had. Let's get together. Let's show up at the Foothills Mall on Saturday and on Rollingmore Park and just really be a community and celebrate each other.
Well, thank you so much, Elinor. You guys did a fantastic job. It was absolutely wonderful having you guys here and to share about not only health and wellness, but about Juneteenth. And, Juneteenth will be going on. What's those dates, guys?
17, 18, and 19.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. Didn't I put those up? I know. I have to. That's my thing. I'm like, while you guys are talking, I'm like typing because I'm like, how did I not have one? So Juneteenth, 17th, 18th, and 19th, 2022. Looking forward to seeing you guys all out there. So thank you guys so much for coming out, and everybody that came and watched. Thank you so much for coming out and watching and spending time here with us today. We're going to have more. I think next week we're having, who's next week?
Yes, maybe the entertainment committee. I'm not sure.
I can't. Okay, so yes, next week we have somebody. So we got a much appreciation. Awesome job. Yes, they did a wonderful job. You guys were awesome. And also, if you are on Facebook and you are sharing and asking questions, when it asks you to show your name, you just have to click yes. And then that way they'll know exactly who they're talking to right now. Because in a group, it has to be, you have to give consent to show your name on the on our screen. So we would love it if you would give the consent. It doesn't go into your Facebook account or anything else. It just gives us consent to see who you are, so we could be like, hey, Pamela, thanks for the question. Right,
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Right?
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Oh, look, this is who it is. Look, you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you so much.
You're supposed to keep we gotta keep the suspense here. Now we know.
Hiding it out. Okay, so
what's up, Bridget?
There you go. Thank you so much. So you guys, if you want more information, Our website is www.FoCoJuneteenth.com. You can get all the information you need about Juneteenth. There's tons of stuff up there, all the activities that are going to be going on, some fabulous activities. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at FoCo Juneteenth. We would love, we're looking forward to having you guys all out there. Yes. I've been running our sponsors. If you're curious about our sponsors, go back through and you'll see all of our sponsors. They're running through the bottom. So definitely check those out. We're loving our sponsors. We want to say a special shout out to them and thank you guys for your support. So thank you guys so much for being a part. And we're going to, there you go. All right, let's all do the thumbs up.
Woohoo!
Yay! Thank you.
This house gonna be all weekend too. This house gonna be all weekend.
All weekend. Fun. So show up, guys.